Let's talk about daylight saving time. As politically controversial as it may be in some areas, with Airfob Space, we're making it easy to manage daylight savings time no matter where in the world you're located. Here is the daylight saving time menu on our Airfob portal. As you can see existing daylight savings times specs that are already set up or add new ones. Before I set this, let me do one thing very quickly. I'm going to change the site settings here so that we are now in Los Angeles, which has much better weather than Seoul at the moment. We also need to make sure that we have Use DST, Use Daylight Saving Time, checked on this site. Now I'll go back to the DST menu, and you can see that we have the time zone set here as America, Los Angeles, and we have the start and end times all configured here based on certain weeks. Now this is very common where the daylight saving time will start and end based on a certain week of the year. So let me show you how to do this from the beginning. We're going to add a new daylight savings time. I'm going to type in Los Angeles, and let's put in some dates this time. Let's say that we're going to start next week at 2 a.m. as is traditional. And then we're going to have this as a special daylight saving time that doesn't last very long. And again, it will flip back at 3 a.m. as is traditional. When I save this, I was not able to create that rule because it overlaps with an existing rule. However, what you can understand from this video is the concept of setting this up. During the daylight saving time period that you have set up, the time will automatically adjust to the correct time based on daylight saving time. In some regions, that means 1 hour. That's the most general time that it goes forward 1 hour. But in other cases, such as in some areas of Australia, you may go forward just half an hour instead. One very important note on DST, if you have your site settings set to device time rather than site time, you will need to enable daylight saving time individually on each device. Let me show you how to do that now. Go to Device Management, Registered Devices, select a reader, make sure that it's set to the time zone that is appropriate for that device, and then enable Use DST here. This will make sure that your devices use DST in the event logs when it is enabled for that period of time. And again, this is only relevant when you are using device time in the site settings rather than site time. This is how you set up daylight saving time at its most basic level. I encourage you to use this feature often to make your life easier in administrating your sites around the world.